My name is Cameron Miller, and during the summer, I have the best job in the entire world. During the summer, I am a camp counselor at a camp called Camp Lebanon in central Minnesota. And there is no better place where I get to inhale as much caffeine as humanly possible, release my inner 6-year-old, and simultaneously become the coolest person on the face of this planet. And I've been a counselor for 5 years. I've done many things, but one of my favorite things is when I made 10 little kids afraid of water. Yes, I turned 10 children afraid of that good old H2O. I did this during one of the lunch hours. Counselors are let down to the dining hall first to set up the tables. So when I went down there, I ditched the milk and juice that was at the table and filled their cups. But not just regularly, I filled it to the brim. Now, my campers came down, sat at the table, and started to drink their water. The rule is 2 glasses of water, and then you get to have the juice and the milk. So my camper finished his first glass, finished the second glass, and they looked at me and goes, "Hey Cameron, can I have some juice?" And they look at him, and I go, "Juice? I don't know what that is," as I refilled his cup with more water. The kid next to him had drank about half of his glass, and they looked at him and I'm like, "Hey, give me the cup." "What?" "I want the cup." You want the, give me the cup. So I refilled his cup too. And I proceeded to become the most annoying waiter you have ever seen. That the second you took any sip of water, I was there refilling your cup. They started to hide their cups from me. They took them into the food line. And they tried their best to hide and, make it so that I couldn't refill the cups, but I got them every single time. And they could have just stopped drinking the water. I don't know why. They just kept drinking the water every single time I refilled their cup. There was this one kid, though, that drank 15 glasses of water. He just kept chugging it down. And I started to feel kind of bad, so I let them go, and I was going to clean up for them, clean up the table. And as I was cleaning, the kid who drank the 15 glasses of water looked at me and just smiled. And as he went around the corner, I was like, "What was that?" And he turned the corner and ran into my friend Ken. And he just smiles at Ken and goes, "I outsmarted my counselor. My counselor tried to make me drink all this water, but I just put it into my water bottle." And Ken looks at the kid and immediately goes, "Well, you gotta chug it." And the kid, horrified, looks at him, "What? You gotta chug it." And this kid defeatedly chugs the entire water bottle just in one go. He walks up to me and he just defeatedly just shoves the water bottle in my hands and just goes, "You win! I can't do this anymore, you got me!" I didn't make him drink water the next time. He was hydrated though. And at camp, I love taking photos of the nature and the wildlife. And I've been a photographer for about a year and a half now. And I didn't realize that photography could be intense. And during my first month of photography, there were these bunnies in my front yard. They lived underneath my front yard fountain. And I was determined to get photos of these things. I wanted proof of their cuteness, and I wanted to show the world. So I did what any normal person would do, and I set up a chair and staked the bunnies out. I was there for about an hour until my mother called for me and said, "Cameron, it's time to come in, it's time for dinner." And I called back and I replied to my mom, "Hey Mom, I'll be in a little bit. I have to shoot the bunnies first." "You're gonna what, the bunnies?" "I'm gonna shoot the bunnies. I have to shoot the bunnies." "Oh, it probably sounds like I'm doing something extremely illegal in the front yard." "Oh no." I ran to my mother, and I gotta say, she was very pleased that I didn't have a gun in the front yard. Now, one of the things that happened while doing photography is I learned how to do photography with my friend Kong. He's been doing photography for many years, but he's also a rail fan. And so he took me out train chasing, and I gotta say, it was extremely cool, but also oddly intense. Now, while we were out chasing trains and taking photos of them, one of the trains had actually backed up and derailed, because it backed up in a weird way to where some of the cars fell over, some of them got crushed. And we were about 5 minutes away from this, so we booked it over there. It was me, my friend Kong, my friend Kong's friend Thomas. And yes. And so we get out of the car, and it's the car, there's a hill, and then over the hill is the derailment. So we're getting ready, and it felt like a special ops mission. Tom's over here like, "All right, man, you gotta get your stuff ready, get your settings ready, you gotta get in, get out, we gotta get the stuff." And I'm looking at him like, "Is this illegal?" He's like, "Quite possibly." Go! So we just run up the hill, and we spam our buttons as hard as we can, taking as many photos, and he just goes, "Bail!" And we just book it back to the cars. I felt like I needed to do one of those like 80s, jump over the hood of the car. I didn't though, because I thought I would hurt myself. And we get in the car, we just peel out of there. Man, my heart didn't stop for like 3 days. After 4 days, it was fine though. So Now, as someone who does photography, you're never the person in the photos. You're always taking the photos. And I was totally cool with that. But then there's those times that you get the photo. You get that fabulous photo. And this happened to me this past summer. I went to DC and I also went to the National Zoo. And I took a photo of this frog. Man, this was the most fabulous frog I've ever seen. It was a bright yellow frog. It was looking me in the eye. It had a giant smile. It was waving at me. And it was the most aesthetic photo I've ever seen on the face of this planet. And as I was editing this photo, I couldn't help but think, man, I just got outclassed by a four-legged amphibian that probably runs a successful Tinder account. Upload to Facebook. Thank you. My name is Cameron.